This is Ryan, and welcome back to the Angel Scrolls Reverse Song Podcast. In episode 26, I began unveiling one of the most extraordinary projects I've ever completed, the full reverse analysis of Coldplay's Music of the Speres album. With the exception of the instrumentals and one short personal track, every song has revealed a continuous story, a clear voice, and a purpose that goes far beyond anything I expected. Across the album, the angels explain who is speaking, why they are communicating now, and how their message ties into a larger plan for guiding and ultimately saving humanity. Before we explore that full narrative, we'll return to the first track, Higher Power, whose reversal many listeners have already heard. But within the context of the album, its meaning becomes even more profound. The reverse lyric describes angels arriving, watching, and working through good people, acknowledging the spiritual talents God has given and the mission they're invested in. They speak of compassion, evolution, and a frequency that finally allows their message to reach humanity clearly. They remind us that no one has taken their communication seriously until now, and they call listeners to awaken, to feel the compassion in their soul, and to recognize that all goodness comes from God. The first song begins the journey into the larger revelation. In the next song on the album, Humankind Reversed, the angels begin revealing something deeply personal, not just about us, but about themselves. This track shows another way they communicate, through emotional resonance, shared memories, and the spiritual frequency embedded in the music. Here the voices speak as a collective, letting humanity know that they are not broken, that their love remains intact, and that their purpose is rooted in compassion. They want us to understand that the beings reaching out to us are whole, trustworthy, and unified in their mission. The reverse lyrics emphasizes that truth is something we can learn, relearn, and recognize when we're willing to listen. They acknowledge how belief has been swayed by fear and heresy, yet they remind us that our spirits and theirs endure forever. They speak of a wiser presence preparing a plan to confront evil, and they openly call for a universal religion that ends humanity's long spiritual hiatus. They describe spirits slipping past enemies, offering protection, guidance, and a home. And in a rare direct appeal, they ask for support for this mission, for the emerging religion, and for the work being done to bring their message into the world. So let's hear Humankind Reverse. This next reversal is one I've never released before, so you can consider it a true world premiere. There's something undeniably special about the music of the Speres album, almost as if the visuals and themes in the music were unintentionally designed to match the reverse messages even more than the forward ones. But to be clear, this isn't reverse masking or anything deliberately inserted by producers. I have no connection to Coldplay's team or to any of the artists whose songs I've reversed over the years. What I found is that some songs are simply so clear in reverse that even the artists themselves would be shocked to hear the angelic voice phenomena coming through. It's not planned, it's not engineered, it's something happening on a spiritual frequency that the music just happens to carry. And in this track, that clarity reaches a whole new level. So now, we're looking at the reversal of Coldplay's Let Somebody Go, and what comes through here is a message that feels both reflective and deeply spiritual. The angels begin by talking about their voyages in soul searching, sky searching, star searching, almost as if they were reminding us that part of our spirit is always reaching upward for meaning. There's a strong theme of renewal here, a sense that the soul can be fed, strengthened, and encouraged when we align with what's fair and good in life. The reversal also warns about feeding on what's failing us or belonging to what's spoiling us. And it contrasts that with the idea of that goodness is a portal to hope and growth. There's a beautiful moment where they speak about stellas or guiding markers and how supporting love helps us understand who we can walk with spiritually. The message then shifts into something more communal, rising together, voyaging sweetly, reaching out with pure vision. There's also a reminder that the heart is timeless and that new humans, new generations are mystified by how love is expressed. And finally, the angels close with a blessing that we band together as a force of love because love is in all of us. So let's hear this next song.
ställest. Då skallst i det. وانا ستك صات سلو فانستن ورني ست مثل فابيكي نيك كاب من ومدويستيش تفضل ندن وعرست كاستيوم ماسوك اسنين وعرست كاستيوم Nerfamo evalamo nervento per tossa valvena krahi
In this reversal of human heart, the message centers on humanity's longing to reconnect with the infinite, a life lived consciously with God, rooted in love rather than fear. The voice speaks of a coming shift where people begin offering the kind of life they already sense deep within, eternal, purposeful, and guided by a divine presence they genuinely love. It urges us to show those closest to us a heavenly visual of what we wish to build, reminding listeners that we carry memories from beyond this world and stand together on a shared spiritual channel. The reverse describes a collective movement forward, symbolized by looking to the stars and seeing more love along roads that stretch into infinity. It hints at a session this summer when love will be encountered more fully, almost as if a veil lifts. A long movie will be reissued to the people, portraying souls who have waited for peace and unity. Even in the face of rising disaster or emotional upheaval, the message promises that heaven will respond with pure hope. The heart of the reversal is clear. Love is the route forward, and the divine is preparing us to recognize it more deeply. So this is another world premiere reversal that I just completed. It's a reversal of Coldplay's Human Heart. So let's hear that now. This next reversal, taken from Coldplay's People of Pride, carries a quieter tone, almost cryptic, yet it speaks directly to one of the deepest questions people face on their spiritual path. Why do parts of the soul feel conflicted, negative, or even evil, when our intention is to do good? The message in this reversal seems to address that inner confusion head on, revealing how the soul wrestles with inherited patterns, cultural influences, and memories we don't always understand. The reversal begins with a voice questioning whether the heart has led it to a place it hates, and then exposes how a fist of evil can leap from hiding. It asks whether we can truly exist for someone we perceive as cruel, and whether being mother's keeper insults our existence. It warns that when a soul grows out of a culture shaped by negativity, the darker parts of ourselves can feel like they came first. The message continues by reminding us that many have walked these painful paths of resentment, and that God expects us to confront the memories living in our minds. If moral decency has dissolved, the reversal urges us to see how it affects the soul, and whether our own talents are being eroded by the very negativity we fear. So let's hear that song reversal now. All right, everyone. This next one is special. In fact, out of the entire music of the Speres album, this reversal, Beautiful, is my absolute favorite. And I'll tell you why. It's clear, it's direct, and it's emotional, and it's so unmistakably real that if this one doesn't convince you these messages are coming from angels, honestly, nothing will. Right from the start, the angels speak openly about progress, about learning, and about the connection we're building together. They say many already know I'm streaming angels and that I'm learning from them, not metaphorically, but literally. They talk about beauty in the melodies, about synergy beginning, and about streaming God's vision. And then they shift into something even deeper, the idea that these melodies are coming straight from heaven, carrying truth, love, and messages meant for all of us. The reversal moves into passion, compassion, and the way love becomes a living force when we allow ourselves to feel special, not in any ego way, but in a spiritual way. It warns about philosophies that chase only money and how that leads to emptiness, while passion and love lead to trust, connection, and hope. And then there's this beautiful message about families connecting, thousands living with hope, and angels helping those who honor goodness. They even acknowledge the very many who feel friendly toward the angels and how they are releasing a promise that they can speak. This one is powerful, it's uplifting, and it's one of the clearest examples of angelic communications I've ever reversed. Let's get into it now. In this reversal from Coldplay's My Universe, a striking message emerges from an alien life form, one that speaks of watchers, helpers, and a future already in motion. The voice describes a great silence settling over the oceans, a moment when ordinary news can no longer guide us. Instead, a higher intelligence steps forward, claiming to see everything that enters our galaxy and to arrive with purpose. They speak as beings from our future, healers who responded when Earth's own angels reached out. They acknowledge a coming challenge involving the sun, and they frame their arrival as an act of compassion meant to keep humanity free. According to the message, many among them already know the timing of what's approaching, and they insist that humanity will find its path. They describe a plan to communicate openly, even suggesting many cameras will be needed as contact expands. They acknowledge that life on Earth is under strain, and they present their assistance as part of a larger exodus that all living beings eventually face. Their news, they say, is meant to save lives, and a more detailed plan will be revealed. The message turns towards the young, every living child, every future soul, emphasizing that they deserve clarity, belonging, and hope as the world approaches a crossroads. They describe a place where compassion is free, where joy is possible, and where someone on earth may speak with Jesus directly as an emissary between realms. They affirm that God has never doubted them, and that this reversal itself is part of a divine effort to confront evil. They claim to have worked alongside humanity for generations, offering guidance from the spokes of time. And finally, they warn that those on the list will see suffering become obsolete, while the truth of what's coming will soon leak out to a growing degree. So now let's hear the reversal of Coldplay's My Universe.
Важный нос аж дизирх могу что ты манил Кара nicht mehr wohnen Schon hab mich nie erreicht, an den Ruh Und stand nicht mal mit Kamera schmück ich ein, ich steig dich noch und Den ich mach nicht gut, wird nur die Schirme Den ich schwuch, hey, ja, na, ich nicht euch beiden und Du musst lösen, aber das ist das Und du musst nur hin Ich mich da unten so, du kannst da und du musst nicht mehr bleiben Sleep
Alright everyone, this is the moment I've been waiting to share. Coloratura is the final track on Coldplay's Music of the Speres album, an 11-minute epic, and I call this reversal The Great Reveal. There's so much instrumental in this original that I've shortened it for clarity, but what remains is prophetic. It's powerful, and honestly, it's hard to ignore. I feel incredibly blessed and humbled that these beings, these angelic extraterrestrial life forms, have spoken so directly and have even hinted that I may join them at some point. I don't know when, I don't know how, but if the signs described in this reverse album begin to unfold, you'll know exactly what's happening. In this reversal, the angels begin with an invitation. Follow us and you'll know. They speak of a future where love replaces war and where music becomes a link between worlds. They describe teaching, preparing, and guiding, even saying I've created a worldly college, a spiritual foundation for learning their language and what's coming. They talk about a final mission, an invitation, and a journey that pauses before they reach New York City, where conscience and purpose align. They speak about my words being inducted, about never relaxing in the work, and about angels speaking through this process. There's even a moment where they say, I'll miss everyone before the plane leaves, followed by a striking message about releasing a massive buoy-like presence from the moon, a symbolic act of cosmic seriousness. The reversal then shifts into cosmic imagery, approaching a sun in the Orion, rare thunder, and the violent nature of Earth's power structures. Yet even then, they say acceptance can reverse sin through love. And finally, they close with something beautiful, that this reveal is cherished, and that our love has been seen. Let's step into Coloratura, the Great Reveal. As we reach the end of this journey through the reverse music of the Speres album, one thing becomes unmistakably clear. Every track, every message, and every voice has pointed toward a single unfolding story. A story about guidance, compassion, and a future that asks us to rise into something greater than what we've been. Across these reversals, we've heard beings who describe themselves as angels, helpers, and watchers. They speak of love as a force, of conscience as a compass, and of humanity as a species standing at the edge of a profound shift. What we've learned is that these messages are not about fear, they're about preparation. They emphasize patience, compassion, unity, and the need for people of conscience to step forward. They speak of a coming moment when humanity will need clarity, calmness, and trust. And if the prophetic elements described in these reversals ever did come to fruition, the greatest challenge wouldn't be the event itself. It would be our reaction to it. Human nature is skeptical, especially when it comes to the idea of alien life or spiritual beings. But skepticism doesn't have to become fear, and fear does not have to become blame. The reversals repeatedly stress that if something does unfold, these beings are not here to harm us. They're here to help, to guide, and to steady us through whatever changes may come. They encourage us to prepare by learning, listening, and opening ourselves to a new kind of communication. They suggest that we have time to understand their language, time to strengthen our compassion, and time to welcome support rather than resist it. If there is a message to carry forward from this album, it's this: stay awake, stay compassionate, and stay open. Whatever the future holds, we meet it best not with fear, but with conscience, clarity, and love.